This podcast is part of the Garnet Media Group podcast network. Garnet Media Group is a partnership between the student-run media outlets at the University of South Carolina. Find out more about Garnet Media's podcast and other student work on garnetmedia.org.
Last week, the University of South Carolina welcomed a new leader.
The 30th president of the university was officially sworn in after a year-long search for the right candidate.
I'm Caroline Smith.
And I'm Riley Hackett. You're listening to In the Loop with SGTV News 4.
Michael Amaritis was sworn in as president of the University of South Carolina last Friday.
Residents of Forest Acres in Columbia found frightening flyers left in their yards.
And strong earthquakes rocked the Midlands last week, while the NFL celebrates its first transgender cheerleader.
And finally, we have your weekly update on local entertainment, including a feature from the Gamecock Picture Show.
The University of South Carolina is celebrating the arrival of its new university president, Michael Amaritis.
Amaritis will be replacing interim president Harris Pastides and is the university's 30th president. Amaritis has extensive experience working with the University of South Carolina and the University of Illinois Chicago.
Amaritis was sworn in just last week, on July 1st of 2022. SGTV reporter Calista Pushman has more on this story. How are you today, Calista?
I'm pretty good. Thanks for having me.
Could you give us some more details about what Amaritis looks to achieve as president?
Of course. Now, Amaritis' main goal is to make UofSC a leader in South Carolina and to solidify its place as a top university in the state. He hopes to address various university issues under the commitment of excellence, transparency, and accessibility. Now, with that in mind, his first large project is to hold a student summit in the fall for hundreds of students to come and express what changes they want to see at their university. He made it very clear that deans and administrators could attend, but in order to prioritize the student voice, they will not be allowed to participate in these facilitated discussions. So altogether, it's looking like Amaritis is all about moving us to the future and one where student opinion is a priority.
Thank you so much, Calista.
Thank you.
Earlier in June, some Columbia residents received some unwelcome mail.
Flyers with anti-Semitic messages were found throughout neighborhoods in the Forest Acres area, leaving residents disturbed. SGTV reporter Will Kronsberg has the story. How are you today, Will?
I'm doing well, Riley, but residents in nearby Forest Acres were met with an unfortunate gift left at their doorsteps last month. Flyers that read, quote, "Every single aspect of the media is Jewish," which were placed in sandwich bags and weighed down with pet food and other heavy objects. The campaign seems to be connected to a nationwide anti-Semitic push from the Goyim Defense League, who've also distributed similar flyers in Atlanta and around the country. The flyers found in Forest Acres featured logos of 6 major media brands with the phrase, "6 Jewish corporations own 96% of the media." Like flyers in Florida, Georgia, Wisconsin, and California have said, quote, "Every single aspect of COVID is Jewish, as well as every single aspect of the Ukraine-Russia war is Jewish." The Forest Acres Police Department is looking for fingerprints on the roughly 20 flyers collected, but South Carolina is one of 3 states without hate crime legislation, meaning criminal prosecution is unlikely at this stage in the case.
Last week, dozens of earthquakes struck Richland County.
Some of these quakes were the largest to hit South Carolina in nearly a decade. Last Sunday, aftershocks from an earthquake in Elgin recorded at a magnitude 3.6. Earthquakes with a magnitude below 2.5 aren't usually noticed, and quakes with a magnitude below 5.5 usually don't cause serious damage. The strongest earthquake ever recorded in South Carolina was the devastating 7.3 magnitude quake in Charleston in 1886. So far, the quakes in Richland County have not caused any injuries or serious damage.
It is typical for South Carolina to have between 6 and 10 quakes a year, according to SC Geological Survey. In the past 6 months, 52 earthquakes have been recorded in South Carolina. Officials haven't found a reason for the rise in seismic activity, but experts say they do not believe this smattering of minor earthquakes is a sign that a bigger one is coming.
A new cheerleader joined the Carolina Panthers cheer squad a few days ago and made history by doing it.
Justine Lindsay became the first openly trans woman to cheer for an NFL team. SGTV reporter Grace Weismantel has the story. How are you, Grace?
I'm doing great. Yes, Justine Lindsay is now the NFL's first trans cheerleader for the Carolina Panthers. Lindsay shared the story with the world on social media, sharing her gratitude and appreciation for those who supported her through the journey. Lindsay posted on her Instagram, quote, "Cat's out of the bag, you are looking at the newest member of the Carolina Panthers, Top Cats cheerleaders at Top Cats, as the first transgender female. I would like to thank the beautiful and talented dancers who supported me along the way, alumni Top Cats family, and friends for your love and support. I would not have gotten to this moment in my life if it wasn't for the support," end quote. Now, according to the Top Cats director, Lindsay has said on her application that she was transgender. However, the director shared that it was Lindsay's talent that led to her earning her spot on the team, stating, quote, "My goal is to create a team of individuals that are absolute fire on the field, but are incredible human beings in the locker room, good friends, good people, and at the end of the day, you have to walk through the door first to get that spot," end quote. Lindsay's role as the first trans cheerleader highlights the importance of representation for both African Americans and members of the LGBTQ community in the NFL. Lindsay is proud to share her accomplishment with others, stating, quote, "I think more people need to see this. It's not because I want recognition. It's just to shed light on what's going on in the world," end quote.
Thank you, Grace.
Thank you.
On campus, Gamecock Entertainment is back with a summer feature from the Gamecock Picture Show.
GPS is showing Pirates of the Caribbean on Davis Field at 8:30 p.m. on Thursday, July 14th. Admission is free. I love watching movies from the Gamecock Picture Show. There's something so fun about bringing your towel out to Davis Field and just watching a movie under the stars.
Yeah, I agree. I have only been to one, but I'm definitely going to try and make it to this one too.
I remember watching The Lion King out there on Lion King week, and it was so much fun. We have more local entertainment for you in just a moment.
Bare Naked Ladies will be coming to the North Charleston Coliseum on Friday, July 15th at 7 p.m. Now, this is a band of 4 guys. There's no ladies in it, but it's a Canadian rock band, and they're widely known for the Big Bang Theory theme song, or If I Had $1 Million. I feel like they're more well-known for that one.
Yes, I know them from the Big Bang Theory. I watched so much of that show. It's a sitcom I watch as background noise, and it's a great song. I'd love to hear what else they've got going on. The Friday night laser lights show will be happening at the South Carolina State Museum in the planetarium on Friday, July 15th from 6 p.m. to midnight. There's a $10 admission for the general public to see a fantastic laser show that's choreographed to music. They have 3 shows. There's one at 7 p.m. to Prince music, one at 8:30 to Michael Jackson, and one at 10 p.m. to Queen music. I love the State Museum, and I've never seen this, but I've heard of it before, and I would love to go see one of these. I love all of those artists, and I think it'd be so cool to see all those lasers.
Yeah, I agree, and I'm pretty sure the planetarium at the museum was actually just updated, so it would be cool to see what's new in there as well. Final Victory Animal Rescue is having an event at Twisted Spur, which is a pet-friendly brew pub in the Vista. That's on July 16th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's a chance to drink beer and pet adorable pups, and proceeds from beer sales go to Final Victory Animal Rescue. I think that this is a great chance to, have some beer if you're of age, and also make a good impact in the community by supporting, adorable pups getting adopted.
Yeah, and it'd be a great opportunity for, somebody in that bar might make a drunk decision that they need to adopt the dog that they're cuddling with. That would be, every animal adopted is a great thing for these animal rescue shelters. And it's just a great way to get their name in the community. As for your weather forecast, today's high is around 98 degrees, while the low is a refreshing 75. We can look forward to a cooler weekend, with highs in the low 80s on Sunday and Monday. Thunderstorms can be expected in the afternoons and evenings throughout this week and next week. Over the past week, stocks are up. The Dow Jones Industrial Average increased by 347 points. The NASDAQ increased by 259 points, and the S&P 500 increased by 57 points. Keeping you in the loop, I'm Caroline Smith.
And I'm Riley Hackett. Join us next week to stay in the loop.